Hey guys, how's it going? This is Michael,
This is Kyle.
and this is our trailer reaction review of Mulan, the live action movie.
Yay!
It's
Mike,
been a minute
hey,
since
we're
we've done one of these.
we're still alive.
We are still alive, barely, but still alive. A lot has happened since the last time we've recorded one of these guys. I'm now in Georgia.
Yeah, and we couldn't really figure out how to do this remotely. I'm still in California, but we couldn't figure out how to do this remotely. And then with the whole situation going on the world, this just seemed like the perfect opportunity to kind of like pick it back up. And now we're just going to be in isolation forever. And uh,
Exactly, and we are practicing extreme social distancing right now. We are over 3,000 miles away from each other,
if
so
it's
it is
worth if
extreme
it's
social
worth
distancing.
if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing.
That is absolutely correct. But yeah, so this is our first reaction in a while. I don't know if this is going to make it to air, but we will see. And Kyle, what movie do we have coming up for us now?
We have a movie that we should have already seen in theaters by now because it was supposed to come out in March, but due to the whole pandemic. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but on YouTube, you can't say the actual name of the virus going on. Otherwise, they will demonetize you and take down your video.
Really?
Yeah, or it's at least demonetize you. Not
Huh.
that we make any money from these things anyway.
No, we don't.
um, but if we want those couple pennies, um, yeah. So you can't. So that's why I'm saying pandemic, and that's why I'm saying like that. But yeah, we should have seen Mulan already. So Mulan should have been out in March, and now it's been pushed back until theaters are reopened. Which who knows when that's going to be.
Yeah, I'm curious. So have they been pushing off just all movies that have supposed to come out, or like
Yeah.
what's the deal with that?
Yeah, most production has been halted for most movies. Obviously, I think a lot of animated movies they're still on schedule, but a lot of that work's being done from home. But even being done from home, like you don't have access to the same things you have access to.
Yeah,
So any movies released, most movies, I should say, not any movies, most movies released that should have been released over the last month or 2 months have been pushed back to different dates, including all your Marvel movies have basically been bumped up one slot of where they would go. So usually there's like a June release and then a November release, and then the
yeah,
following year there's a February and then an April and then another November. So all of those movies have been pushed back one slot. So we
gotcha.
were supposed to get Black Widow by now, but now it's been pushed back to November. In November, we were supposed to get the Elementals. That's been pushed back to February, and then so on and so forth. So everything's just been split back one release date.
Crazy man, crazy times.
All
When
right, are you
movie
ready?
theaters aren't safe. But yeah, let's go. Let's
Are
let's
you ready
watch
for
this
this?
movie.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for this.
So this is Mulan, the trailer reaction to Mulan. And here we go.
Do you know why the phoenix sits on the right hand of the emperor? She is his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family.
Bring honor
Do
to
you
us
think
all.
you can do that?
Interesting.
Citizens, we are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan.
Fights alongside a witch.
No survivors. By edict of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute one man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
Yeah, is that a blessing right now?
We must be strong. This time he will not return. Loyal, brave, and true. It is my duty to protect my family.
March 27th. Yeah, right.
I know, right?
Ancestors, please protect her.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
spirit is evident, but something holds you back.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy. I'm Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
I actually really like that a lot.
Yeah, I found some curious things about that trailer, but it like I'm so torn on it because I don't know. So Disney live action movies have been kind of hit and miss, right?
Yeah.
So for my own, just so you guys are all aware where I'm at, I really liked Beauty and the Beast. It wasn't perfect, but I thought that was a great start to like these Disney live action remakes. Um, the Lion King, I liked the first half of, and then I didn't like the second half of it. Like it just when the animals needed to start emoting, like the actors you would hear emotion in their faces, and then the
There
animation
was
was still
disconnect.
static.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was disconnect from
and
it.
and
Yeah.
and as the movie went on and more of the plot unfolded, it you really felt that. And then the Aladdin one, I know a lot of people liked Aladdin. I didn't like Aladdin because it didn't have, especially the Aladdin character. Everybody else was great in that movie. Will Smith.
Did you like Will Smith as it?
I liked Will Smith when he wasn't doing the Will Smith stuff. Or I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sorry. I liked Will Smith when he wasn't doing the Robin Williams
The,
stuff.
the yeah,
I
when he was trying to
I
channel Robin
yes,
Williams. Yeah,
I
I
actually
didn't like that.
my favorite part of that movie was kind of like the Will Smith love, the genie love with the handmaid's
Yeah,
girl.
that was an interesting addition there.
I actually thought that was kind of cute and
Yeah.
like funny. But whenever he was trying to like channel Robin Williams and trying to do the Robin Williams things, I didn't really like it. So I wasn't a big fan, especially Aladdin. I did not like Aladdin being Aladdin. There wasn't that same energy that you had in that Scott Weir's
Yeah.
performance, whatever his
Yeah.
name is, in the cartoon. And there was just that lack of emotion and the lack of energy just in that performance. Jasmine was great. I thought though whoever played Jasmine, what's her
Mulan. We're on Mulan.
no. I know. Sorry, but the guy who played Jasmine, I thought was great. Basically, it's a mixed bag of these Disney live action movies,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I'm getting from Mulan. Is that this is going to be kind of a mixed bag. It could be really good because you're telling an epic war story tale,
Yeah.
but I feel like they're doing the thing where they're going to tread the line between do we tell a realistic war story or do we tell a fantastic version of the cartoon with Mushu and dragons and ancestors and spirits? And this was kind of treading the line because there is no Mushu in this movie.
That wasn't the dragon bird that was flying
No,
around. That wasn't supposed to be
as
Mushu.
far as I know, Mushu is a medallion necklace given to her ancestors in this movie. If I remember reading that
okay.
correct. But so I thought like, okay, they're going to do a realistic take on this, on Mulan.
Yeah.
But then you see a witch transform into a bird at some point. You see him running vertically up walls at some point.
Yeah, that kind of had like what was that one movie, the tiger, the hidden dragon, the
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Is that the one I'm thinking of, where they're running up, where they're
Yes.
in the forest, jumping
Yes.
from tree to tree type
Yes,
of thing?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it kind of has a little bit of that feel to it.
You know what I mean? So like, I wish they would pick a lane with this, and I really wish it would have been the very hyper realistic, real telling of the story of. And they also changed the name. Right? It wasn't the Fa family from Fa Mulan. It was something else. And I also noticed that there's no love story in this one with the commander or anything.
Or at least not in the trailer anyway.
At least not in the trailer. But I think I remember hearing that, and it's where I hear the Mushu thing that there's not going to be a
Did
dragon.
she as a
Mushu.
man look realistic to you? Like when she said, "I am son of blah blah blah." That didn't sound terribly realistic to me.
The actress is very pretty. I think she's too effeminate
that's kind of what I'm getting
sort of
at.
pass as a guy.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take. I'm willing to see the movie and see if I buy it more in the movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like to pass as like a guy in a war, especially for that time, you've got to be very tomboyish, and she felt very delicate, which I know is the story. Like
and she gets more kind of courageous and stuff as it goes
rugged
on.
and
maybe a little bit more rugged as the movie plays out.
I'm not sure. Like if you're going to go for this sort of a more realistic portrayal, I don't know how real it is that she would not be discovered that she was a female earlier. And
Yeah.
but again, but that's the story, right? It's
Yeah,
about this girl who goes
it's
and
kind of
fights
something you
for her
take.
family.
It's kind of
Yeah.
something you take, and maybe she does a great job portraying a man in that kind of time. And
Yeah, I'm not worried about her
yeah,
performance. I'm just more worried about the direction of the movie and about
yeah.
where
Well, it
it's
works
going
as
to
a
end up going.
cartoon. We'll have to see if it works as a
It's my
live
favorite
action.
cartoon. Like
Yeah.
Mulan and Hercules are my two. Oh,
Oh,
and they're
and
also
this,
going to
and
redo
obviously
Hercules.
this. Yeah, I did see
So
that. But the soundtrack, I'm curious to see the live action, like the upstage, the John Williams version, so to speak, of
yeah,
all the,
the
We Are
orchestral,
Men,
big symphonic
yeah,
work.
all the
Yeah,
huge ones.
yeah,
They had one of them overlaying the whole trailer itself, which was a really cool
yeah.
remastering of it.
Uh,
So it seems like it's going to be
As far
really
as
good
trailer
as far as
goes, it
that
looks
goes.
good. I'm very hesitant with the whether they're gonna like the angle they're taking, because I don't like the fact that there's supernatural things in here when I thought I was gonna get like a more realistic wartime,
Yeah, hopefully
a
it does. I mean, it's kind of like Aquaman, right? Aquaman was a scary movie at one point. It was a comedy at another point.
yeah.
It was a
But
drama at another point.
the
So
thing is that
hopefully they kind of pick a lane more.
Aquaman, I could sort of like, it's a fantastic movie, it's a superhero movie, so I'm not expecting like a lot of realism from it.
Well, this kind of seemed like it was going to be a fantastic movie too, though.
Which is my problem with it. Like, this is a real story about a girl who goes into the army portraying a guy,
Yeah,
and to help fend her family off and save China. Like, you don't need to do the dragons, the ancestors, like, or you go super in that direction and you just get Eddie Murphy to play Mushu again. And I feel like towing this like middle line is not going to
yeah,
work very well.
yeah. Between like historically accurate versus
Yeah,
a Disney film.
yeah, exactly.
Seems interesting though. Is there another trailer coming out for it? Do you know?
Yeah, that specific trailer I hadn't seen. I've seen trailers for Mulan before, but that
Okay.
specific trailer I hadn't seen before, which is why we chose it, is because
Yeah,
we hadn't
yeah.
seen that one. And I think that may have been one of the first trailers out for it too. But yes, why, like the vertical wall running. I think I saw that in another trailer, and I was like,
Gotcha.
okay, I don't know how I feel about this, because I was
Yeah.
super excited to hear that they were redoing Mulan, and when the first images came up of the actress portraying her as Mulan, I'm like, oh my god, that looks
I think we're losing you,
I can't
Kyle.
wait.
You're still there. It seems like the internet
And
went out
then
a little bit. Anyway, guess it's just me. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that movie. I think it looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to see what direction they take with it. If it's going to be more fantastical versus more realistic versus Disney versus other ways that they could go with it. And Kyle's frozen face is just on there. That's fantastic. We'll get him off the screen here if I can figure out how to do it. Okay, I just moved him over and just washed him right out.
I hear you. I can still
Oh, are
hear
you
you.
still there? You can still hear. So this is okay. Kyle's back in here now. So we're getting some technical difficulties,
It's so
and
bad.
he's
Just I'm off. I'm gone.
all right. We're gonna cut
Bye.
Kyle anyway. Well, let's see if you can do the sign off. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, this is Michael. This is Kyle, and this has been a critique on the universe of
This is
trailers.
Kyle.
Goodbye. Funny, funny. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to make sure we get good internet next time. Bye, guys.